Welcome back to the channel, where every story reminds you that kindness costs nothing but means everything. If you believe in standing up for what's right, make sure to stay till the end of this story, because what happens today will restore your faith in humanity. It all began on a cold November afternoon in a small-town grocery store. The place wasn't fancy, but it was warm, filled with the smell of fresh bread and coffee. Behind the counter, the cashier was busy scanning items when a soft voice said, "Excuse me, sir, how much is this chocolate?" The voice belonged to a girl sitting in a wheelchair. Her clothes were worn, her hair neatly tied, but her eyes told a story of struggle and courage. She looked no older than 14. The cashier barely looked up. $2, he said in a dull tone. The girl searched her pockets, pulling out a few coins. She smiled shyly. "I have $1.35. I'll come back later." Before she could turn her wheelchair around, the cashier frowned. "Wait a minute," he pointed at her hands. "What's that in your sleeve?" The girl looked confused. "What? Nothing. Sir, don't lie to me," he shouted, grabbing her wrist and pulling out a small pack of biscuits. "You think you can steal from here?" The girl's eyes widened. "No, I didn't take it. I must have. Maybe it got stuck when I rolled near the shelf. Please, I didn't mean to." By now, everyone in the store was watching. Some people whispered, others stared. A mother pulled her child closer, muttering, "Disgusting," pretending to be helpless. At that moment, a man named Daniel walked in. He was in his early 30s, tall, wearing a faded jacket and carrying a small basket with bread and milk. He worked as a mechanic, and today was his day off. His 10-year-old son, Max, was waiting in the car outside. Daniel saw the scene: a terrified girl in a wheelchair, a furious cashier, and a crowd of judgmental faces. Without thinking twice, he stepped forward. "Hey, what's going on here? This girl tried to steal," the cashier snapped. "Look, I caught her red-handed." Daniel looked at the girl, trembling, tears in her eyes. "Is that true?" he asked softly. "No, sir," she whispered. "I didn't mean to. I just wanted to see the chocolate. I didn't even realize." Daniel turned back to the cashier. "You really think a paralyzed girl came here to steal a $1 pack of biscuits?" The cashier scoffed. "Thieves come in all shapes and sizes. You don't know these people. Always pretending to be poor, hoping for pity." Daniel clenched his fists. "You have cameras, don't you? Check them. Don't humiliate her until you know the truth." The cashier folded his arms. "Store policy. Thieves don't get sympathy." Daniel stepped closer. "And what's your policy about decency? About treating people with respect?" The man behind the counter didn't reply. The crowd grew quiet. Daniel took a $10 bill from his wallet and placed it on the counter. "Here, for whatever she's accused of taking. Now let her go." The cashier hesitated but didn't argue. The girl looked up at Daniel, eyes full of gratitude and disbelief. "You didn't have to do that," she whispered. Daniel smiled gently. "Yeah, I did." He helped push her wheelchair outside, the cold air brushing their faces. His son Max waved from the car. "Dad, who's that?" "This young lady had a rough day," Daniel said, helping her onto the sidewalk. "What's your name?" "Lily," she replied softly. "Nice to meet you, Lily. I'm Daniel, and that's my son, Max." Lily smiled shyly. "Hi, Max." Max grinned. "Hi, you like chocolate? Dad's crazy about it." Daniel chuckled. "Yeah, I can't resist it." Lily's smile faded. "I didn't mean to cause trouble. They think I'm a thief everywhere I go. People look at me and think I'm useless." Daniel knelt beside her. "You listen to me, kid. Don't let other people tell you who you are. You're stronger than they'll ever know." Lily's eyes filled with tears. My dad used to say that too. Daniel smiled. Your dad sounds like a smart man. She nodded. He's gone now. I live in a shelter. The woman there brings me to town for therapy, but she left early today. Daniel felt a pang in his chest. You hungry? A little, she admitted. He smiled. Then come on. You're having lunch with us. They went to a small diner nearby. Daniel bought her a burger and fries. As they ate, he told her funny stories about his workshop, about cars that wouldn't start and customers who thought oil changes were magic. Lily laughed for the first time that day. When it was time to leave, she thanked him softly. No one's ever stood up for me before, she said. Daniel smiled. Then you met the wrong people. The world still has good ones left. As he helped her back to the shelter, an expensive black car parked across the street. A man in a suit stepped out, talking on his phone. He noticed Lily and froze. Lily, he said quietly, disbelief in his eyes. She turned, shocked. Mr. Morgan. Daniel looked between them. You two know each other. The man, tall, well-dressed, clearly wealthy, walked closer. His voice trembled. Lily, I've been looking for you. Lily frowned. Why? You work for my dad's company. But he's gone. The man's eyes softened. Lily, your father isn't gone. He's alive. He's been searching for you for years. The world seemed to stop. Lily blinked, confused. What? No. He died in an accident. They told me. They were wrong, Mr. Morgan said. There was a mistake at the hospital. You were in critical condition after the crash. Your father thought you didn't survive. When he found out later you might be alive, he spent everything trying to find you. We tracked you here today. Lily's hands shook. My dad, he's alive. Yes, Mr. Morgan said. And he's waiting in the car. Daniel stepped back, trying to process everything. Wait. Her dad is William Carter. Mr. Morgan interrupted. Owner of Carter Industries. Daniel's eyes widened. The millionaire philanthropist. Lily's breath hitched. That's my dad. Mr. Morgan nodded, tears glistening in his eyes. He never stopped loving you. The car door opened. A man stepped out. Gray hair, kind eyes, and a face that broke into tears the moment he saw Lily. My baby girl. Lily wheeled forward, sobbing. Dad. He dropped to his knees beside her, holding her tightly. I'm so sorry, Lily. I never gave up. I thought I lost you forever. Daniel watched quietly, his heart swelling. It was like something out of a miracle. Lily pulled back, tears streaming. I thought you were gone. I'll never leave you again, her father whispered. You're coming home. Then he turned to Daniel. And you must be the man who defended my daughter. Daniel nodded humbly. Anyone would have done the same. Mr. Carter smiled faintly. Not everyone would. You showed her kindness when no one else did. I owe you a debt I can never repay. Daniel shook his head. You don't owe me anything. Just take care of her. Mr. Carter looked at his daughter, then back at Daniel. I intend to. But please, let me do something for you. Anything. Daniel hesitated. I don't need money, sir. I just wanted her to be treated right. Mr. Carter nodded. Then let me make you an offer you can't refuse, a job. You said you work as a mechanic. Yes, sir. I run a small shop downtown. Mr. Carter smiled. How about managing my company's automotive division? I need someone honest. Someone who still believes in doing the right thing. Daniel blinked, stunned. I don't know what to say. Say yes, Mr. Carter said with a warm smile. You've already proven your worth. Daniel looked at his son waiting by the car, then at Lily's grateful eyes. All right, he said finally. I'll say yes. A few days later, Daniel started his new job. Lily began her recovery in a private facility, with her father by her side every step of the way. But one afternoon, she asked her father if she could visit someone special. "Mr. Carter smiled. "You mean Daniel?" She nodded. "He changed everything for me. I want to thank him." They arrived at Daniel's workshop. Max ran up, excited. "Lily, you look better." She smiled. "Thanks to you and your dad." Mr. Carter walked over to Daniel. "I've seen a lot of people in my life chase wealth, power, and status," he said. "But it's rare to meet someone who stands up for a stranger." Daniel smiled. "Sometimes, a small act of kindness can change someone's whole world." Mr. Carter nodded. "You changed too." Lily rolled forward. "And I'll never forget it." Daniel crouched beside her. "You just promise me one thing." "What's that?" she asked. "Whenever someone needs help, you do the same. Pass it on." She smiled through tears. "I promise." The camera fades on that image. A once poor girl in a wheelchair, her loving father by her side, and a mechanic who proved that compassion has more power than money ever will. Months passed. Daniel's life improved. His workshop grew into a full-fledged automotive center. He hired workers from the community, offering fair wages and opportunities. Lily recovered gradually, learning to walk again with therapy and determination. She and Max became close friends, often visiting each other after school. They'd laugh, share stories, and dream about building something meaningful together. One sunny afternoon, Daniel stood outside his shop, watching his son and Lily race toy cars down the sidewalk. He smiled, remembering how a single moment of courage had changed everything. Lily's father arrived and joined him. "You know, Daniel," he said quietly, "I used to think wealth could fix everything. But the day I saw you defend my daughter, I realized, true wealth is in the heart." Daniel nodded, his eyes glistening. "I just did what anyone should do." Mr. Carter smiled. "Maybe, but not everyone does." As the sun set behind them, painting the sky in gold and crimson, the sound of laughter filled the air. A symbol of second chances, hope, and humanity restored. The narrator's voice fades in softly. "Sometimes, the richest people are the ones who have nothing but kindness to give. And sometimes, a simple act of standing up for someone can bring miracles you never expected." This world doesn't need more heroes, it needs more hearts like Daniel's. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who believes in doing good for others. Remember, one act of kindness can rewrite someone's entire story.